I'm doing a quick video because I want to just show you some pictures of me holding the old school jungle stuff, like the CDs or the tapes I used to have, like the Dance Trance head cover, Dance Trance the Future Mission Control mixtapes, apart from DJ Fallout, which was wedding anniversary 25th of the 6th 1994, I believe. Because I used to buy those blue tape covers. They were £4.99 each back in the day when I was buying it. I think the very first tape I bought, I think it was Ruck that served me, I can't remember. But it was in November 1994, with Dance Trance Randall Mission Control single tape cover for £4.99, and the tapes, my best tape still to this day. Then you've got one of me holding Jungle Mania 3 on my cassette TV player type thing. What else? Me holding the Ultimate Drum and Bass Collection 4 CD set with DJ Crystal Warp driving 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Drowning, and Her being my top favourite tracks on that 4 CD set. They later on did a reissue, which is in a white double, still called the same, the Ultimate Drum and Bass Collection album Part 1. It's a white cover, 2 CD. Then you have Part 2, which is a black CD, which I did in the late 1990s, about 1997ish. So you had that. I think it's still Strictly Underground Records that issued it. Now let's get to the what I want to mention. I'm only going by what people have mentioned. I mean, I've done lots of documentaries on this. Where I'm mistaken is this person called Sven and Liam. So firstly we'll start with Sven, because 99.9% of all threats are me being mistaken as that person, and the Liam threat can get quite nasty as well. Threats under my real name, or there's usually no name, but actually my name being mentioned in threats hasn't occurred until 2023, late 23. Now and again, no more than 50 times in the year of 23, or 100 times maximum. It's mostly mistaking me as Sven. If we go back before 2018, yes, I was getting threats under my proper name, Justin. Anyway, let's start with the Sven business. It was late 2016 or late 2017, I can't remember what year. I think it's late 2016, because I did have a look recently and I found out and I forgot when it was. Looking at my life story pack. Whatever it is, it's in that time period. That's when the first Sven threat came in. Now this Sven apparently plays a guitar. He's a guitar man. So he's into guitar music. But I can't quite make out what music he's into. But all threats I've had have covered these genres of country and western, rock and heavy metal. So I don't know what one's the correct one, or whether he listens to all three, but that's been mentioned in threats. When I was at Barrow Village Hall at Burnham-on-Sea, I saw an old lady, and she said that this person's taller than me, and he's slightly stronger build than me, and he has a rounder face than me, he's more laughable than me, and didn't say much else on that. 2 teenagers, but on the back of the Bridgewater to Wales bus, when I either just as I moved to Yeovil or just before, in that time period, they were speaking to each other thinking I was Sven, and they said no, because Sven looks more feeble in the face. So whether it's the same Sven, I do not know. When this person speaks, or when this person laughs, according to these bearded people that are giving me threats and mistaking me as that person, he laughs like this, ha 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 ha, or that sort of suggestion, or very similar. In recent threats, especially when I moved to Yeovil, he has an accent where he brings out the R, so he's saying, you are da, you are ra, hello R, or gra, the R, sort of that accent, but I don't know who this person is. And when I get these threats, I'm being threatened to be bashed in, have my head fucking kicked in like a rugby ball, to be bashed across the road, to have my arms and legs ripped off and to be fucking smashed to pieces, to pour petrol over me and set me alight, to smash me up and knife me down, to bash my brains in, to beat me to the fucking floor, to smash my fucking arms and legs off or whatever, to really give it some, to kick my fucking head off, kick my fucking head in, to knock my fucking head off, to smash my fucking spine up, to take out my ribs, smash your fucking rib cage up, smash your ribs up, put you in a fucking wheelchair, break your fucking legs. If you don't stop writing stuff down, if you're in the street, they tell you, I'm going to rip your fucking arm off, you're making it up, you're a fucking liar, you're a child rapist, you're a fucking woman beater, you're a woman rapist and child beater, whatever. I'm going to put a brick across his fucking head. I'm going to fucking tie his fucking neck and drag him along on my car tow bar said along the road. I'm going to fucking throw him in a slurry pit and rip him to them fucking... I'm going to shoot the bastard dead and get someone to fucking kill him. He's being done out. And 2022 I was getting anything from 40 to 140 threats per day, almost every single day of that year. And it could be as high as 200 on some days. The exactly same amount of people were photographing me and saying that they're going to get someone to do me over in that specific year. And people coughing or sneezing in my face was also roughly the same figure as well. Anyway, I don't know this person, I don't know who this Sven is, I don't know what he looks like, but apparently, according to conversations or threats, he goes around bars, he goes to gigs, and he plays a guitar, and he juggles balls. Some people said when I was at Sherborne visiting near Christmas time that he's worked in a play school and he's raped little children in a play school. Now I don't know how accurate all this information is, I'm going by what the threats are when they're made to me. And like I said, there's never a good day, there's always bad news. But anyway, he doesn't listen to my sort of music. However, since late 2023 or the beginning of 2024, apparently Sven doesn't listen to guitar music anymore, he listens to jungle and drum and bass. So his music suddenly changed, and people are saying that he's changed his domain name to my name. So this is why I'm doing this documentary with some pictures of me holding some old school CDs up to confirm that my music hasn't changed and I still listen to the same music as I did back then today. Because people are shit stirring, trying to cause all this trouble and sexuality. And as I mentioned on other conspiracies, 99.9% of all problems I've had in my life since birth is because of sexuality. Even before I reached the legal age of consent to have sex, I was being started and bullied on sexuality and stones thrown at me as a kid and other things. The other thing is, since 2008, I've had to put up with loud bikes tying to an erection, and in 2015 and 2016, or 2015 and 2017, every bike on the road of that year was tied to an erection, no matter what time in the morning, early hours, even Christmas Day, and I got really pissed off with it, and I got in trouble because I posted it, or contacted 10 Downing Street having an argument on there, and nearly got in trouble with the police, and they still do it today. Since the lockdown, got all these setups, control force against me, it's been going on for many, many years. And the music industry and the TV industry twisted against me and putting paedophiles and rapists on television to resemble my face. And there's many different things, there's a lot of documentaries I mentioned on this, but this is just basically to mention the music. The music I was into when I was a kid, that it hasn't changed today. I've been to religious places like churches, but every time I do that, my life's worsened. Did it for 3 years. Somebody I know called Tim was 32, and he thought, no, 31 or 32, I can't remember what age. He would pray to Christ, and he said within a year or so, his life changed, and he said that was at 32. He didn't realise I was 10 years on top of him when I said I'd never had anyone in my whole life. And when I did eventually tell him, he wasn't in the bestest of moods, and said, well, you might have to try again in your next life. But, as his first result, that just proves that God turned. So this is why God consider Lucifer, Satan, being God. Anyway, I'll leave it there on this video. Thanks for watching, have a great day, goodbye.